video is about biological effects after the bombing events in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Hi, I'm Madam Najwa. You can know about atomic bombing at the Hiroshima and Nagasaki. On August 6, 1945, the US had dropped an atomic bomb known as a Little Boy at the city of the Hiroshima. 3 days after that, the US also had dropped the second atomic bomb, which is at the Nagasaki on August 9. After the bombing at the Hiroshima, at the time being, about 90 to 166,000 of people had died in duration of 4 months after the bomb's effect. After 5 years, for about 200,000 of people had died by the bomb's effect. So my student had prepared for this presentation. So let's get into the class. Hi, good morning class.
Morning.
Wait, where's he? Here you go. Okay, today we're going to discuss about atomic bombing for Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So let's start with our presentations.
Okay.
Let's begin with our first presenter.
So, good day everyone, and this is the figure from the lifespan study, and we can see there are so many different colors. So this represents the ring location of the survivor in the Nagasaki. In this picture, there is a hypocenter with a plus sign, which was the bomb being released at that particular region. This number represents different doses being received by the survivor in different color region. So there were a few people who still survived until 1950 within the first kilometers from the hypocenter, because those who did survive, which shows in the grey region, shelter in concrete or stone buildings or underground shelters. And so this is why we found that this is unknown we don't know the exact dose in survival located in the hypocenter. And at longer distances from the hypocenter, the number of the survivor in the successive enlarging areas increases, providing most survivors at lower dose, which lends analytical strength to the epidemiological risk estimates. Thank you.
And now I will explain about the long-term effects. The first long-term effect is cardiovascular and other late-onset disease. In human body, plasma C-reactive protein and interleukin-6 levels increase the risk of experiencing myocardial infarction and sudden cardiac death. They found that C-reactive protein levels and interleukin-6 levels increase at 1 grade by about 28% and 9% respectively the survivor. So for the second effects is lens opacities. Cataracts were observed in survivors who received high doses within 3 to 4 years after the bombings, a dose threshold at about 1.5 to 2 grades. And the last that I found is genetic effect. The second generation pregnancy become as defined by congenital malformation and prenatal death within 1 week after birth. Women exposed to the bombings while they were pregnant, higher rates of miscarriage and death among their infants.
From my finding, the nuclear bomb emits about 5% of ionizing radiation of the total energy of the nuclear bomb. Ionizing radiation can lead to radiation sickness, which is the short-term effect of the nuclear bombing. Radiation sickness can happen when high radiation exposure is emitted in short time span, which is more than 0.75 gray. It can cause nausea and vomiting in hours, sometimes result in death over following days or weeks. Moreover, the nuclear bombing can cause flash blindness that up to several minutes.
Okay guys, you see, I found articles about leukemia, and there were 315 leukemia deaths in the cohort as shown in this figure, and 98 of them are estimated to be excess death attributable to radiation exposure among the survivors exposed to greater than 0.005 gray. The proportion increases with increasing doses and reach about 86% among these exposed to doses greater than 1 gray.
Okay.